They say money changes your lifestyle, but in Europe, for the ultra-rich, money doesn't just change life, it reinvents it. There is a level of wealth so quiet, so deeply rooted, so elegantly disguised that you don't even notice it until you step close enough to feel the gravity of it. These aren't the flashy millionaires whose hobbies you can guess. These are individuals whose pastimes cost more than a luxury car, more than a house, sometimes more than a lifetime of middle-class earnings. And today on Velvet, we're stepping into the private world of these European elites, counting down the top 5 most expensive hobbies of European millionaires, the kind of pastimes that make you ask, is this a hobby or a secret realm of its own? And before we continue deeper, make sure you subscribe to Velvet for more luxury storytelling. We're building a world where elegance, wealth, psychology, and high-end lifestyle are revealed piece by piece. Don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's begin the countdown. Number 5 is a hobby so exclusive that most people will never even see it being practiced. Not because it's hidden, but because it doesn't exist in public spaces. It exists on private land, behind iron gates, inside 1,000-acre estates passed down through centuries. I'm talking about private falconry, the ancient royal sport of hunting with birds of prey. In the Middle Ages, this was the ultimate symbol of nobility, and in Europe, especially among old money families in France, Austria, and the UK, it still is. But falconry at the millionaire level isn't just training a bird. It's breeding rare falcons worth up to 300,000 euros each. It's owning acres of pristine hunting land. It's hiring professional falconers who live on the estate year-round. It's custom-made leather gear, centuries-old bloodlines, and private competitions that never make the news. A single falcon, insured, trained, and transported with top-level care, can cost more per year than a luxury car. And when you see a European millionaire standing on a field wearing a tailored coat, with a handcrafted glove and a peregrine falcon on their arm, you're not looking at a hobby. You're looking at a piece of history that only the wealthy can still afford to keep alive. But if number 5 looks ancient, number 4 belongs to the future. Collecting high-end hypercars, but not the ones you see online. I'm talking about the cars that never go to public dealerships. The special editions that require you to be personally approved by brands like Bugatti, Koenigsegg, and Pagani. About cars stored inside climate-controlled garages under villas on Lake Como or in hidden basements beneath Monaco penthouses. These collectors don't just buy cars, they buy access. You see, in Europe, the true hypercar collectors have relationships with manufacturers. They're invited to private previews months before the world even knows a model exists. They get custom builds one-of-one colors, unique interior materials, and hand-engraved plaques with their initials. But the cars are only half the expense. The real cost is the lifestyle around them. You need private garages with hydraulic lifts. You need specialized mechanics who travel with you. You need ultra-high-end insurance policies that cost more per year than the average salary. And when these millionaires take a drive, it's not on regular roads. It's closed mountain passes in Switzerland, private racetrack rentals in Germany, VIP tours across Europe. For them, a car isn't transportation. It's a moving sculpture, a roaring statement of engineering perfection. And when you hear a Bugatti Tourbillon echoing across the Alps, just know there's a collector behind that sound, whose hobby is more expensive than most people's lifetime wealth. And yet, as loud as hypercars are, number 3 is silent. So silent, you could mistake it for simplicity until you see the price tag. I'm talking about owning vineyards and producing private label wine, one of the most sophisticated hobbies of European elites. From Tuscany's rolling hills to the Bordeaux countryside, owning a vineyard isn't about selling wine. It's about legacy. It's about standing on a piece of land that will outlive you, your children, and their children after that. But here's the truth. Vineyards are money pits unless you're passionate enough to accept that. The soil must be tested constantly, workers must be hired year-round, and the equipment for harvesting, pressing, aging, and bottling costs millions. And that's not including the mansion or the chateau that usually sits at the center of the estate. But the ultra-rich don't see vineyards as businesses, they see them as an expression of personality. A billionaire walks through rows of vines at sunrise because that land belongs to their name. And when they open a bottle of wine at dinner and say, "This one is from my vineyard," that's not showing off. That's old world pride. The kind of pride that only Europe's landowners understand. But as personal as vineyards are, number 2 is private. Very private. A hobby that the ultra-rich rarely talk about, yet it consumes millions every year. This is collecting museum-grade fine art. You may know names like Monet, Picasso, and Van Gogh, but European millionaires collect art you never see. Paintings locked away in climate-controlled rooms. Sculptures stored in private galleries. Entire collections insured with sums so massive they need dedicated legal teams. Art for the ultra-rich isn't decoration. It's strategy, legacy, identity. These collectors fly to secret auctions, hire experts to trace provenance records, and compete with other wealthy families for pieces that symbolize cultural power. A single painting can cost 20 million euros. A full collection? Hundreds of millions. And then comes the maintenance, restoration, security systems, curators, private vaults. Sometimes, the art never touches the walls of their homes. It remains sealed, hidden, growing in value like a sleeping giant. To the middle class, art is a poster. To the rich, it's investment. But to European elites, art is immortality. And finally, number 1, the most expensive hobby of European millionaires isn't something you can hang on a wall, store in a garage, or walk through on a sunny day. It's something that exists on the water, on the open sea, far from crowds and far from limitations. The number 1 hobby is owning and custom designing mega yachts, floating palaces that cost more than office buildings, more than private jets, more than some islands. A mega yacht is not a boat, it's a world. It has cinemas, gyms, spas, pools, helipads, private nightclubs, and rooms filled with Italian marble and handcrafted interiors. Crews of 20 to 50 people live on board full-time. Fueling one yacht for a single trip can cost 300,000 euros. Maintenance each year? Millions. Docking fees in Monaco? Higher than most people's rent. But what makes mega yachts the ultimate European millionaire hobby is the freedom they provide. You can wake up in Croatia, have lunch in Sardinia, and dine in Stidi Tropez, all without setting foot on land. You can disappear from everything while still living in absolute luxury. But the truth is, a mega yacht is more than a hobby. It's a symbol, a statement that says, I don't just live in luxury, I move through the world on my own terms. And so, as we close today's journey inside the secret world of European wealth, remember this: luxury isn't always loud. Sometimes it's hidden behind gates, hidden within garages, hidden in wine cellars, or stored in private galleries. But at the highest level, luxury becomes a lifestyle you can't imitate, only observe. If you enjoyed exploring this world of elite hobbies, make sure you subscribe to Velvet. We're only getting started, and the world of luxury has many more doors to open, and I'll unlock every one of them for you. More stories, more secrets, more luxury, only here on Velvet.